Acoustic Roots Rome. Welcome back. I am still Francesca Romana, and our show highlights the best acoustic acts in folk music worldwide, Americana, bluegrass, Celtic, country, and songwriting acoustic. Before introducing our guest for this afternoon, we will have some amazing live music. I want to play a song from a Canadian artist called Elliot Broad. This is a three-piece folk, rock, alt country band based in Ontario, Canada. With 5 acclaimed records, they are actually touring around the US and Europe. I've chosen a track from their 6th full-length studio record. And the making of this album began with a rediscovery of lost demo and songs from early in the band's career. And they worked again on them. So I chose a track from the album that is called Dig a Little Hole, and this is Elliot Broad Band.
And I had an old man when I was a kid. He mixed his own liquor in a little wooden shed.
Okay, this was Elliot Broad Band from Canada with their Dig a Little Hole. So let me introduce our guest for this afternoon, Simone Dani. Welcome, Simone. Thanks to you for coming all the way from Turin. Yeah. Simone Dani is an outstanding guitarist, man and women. And he started studying guitar at 11 years old.
Yes,
Am I
that's
right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, and during his musical journey, he started quite soon to be passionate about fingerstyle techniques and percussive and tapping techniques, if I'm not wrong. So my first question to Simone is about this choice. How come that a very young guitarist approaches this particular style, and quite difficult to be honest? Me as a guitarist, I tried, but I found many difficulties. So you got inspired by some musicians. How did it start all this?
Yes, I started studying guitar with a classical guitar, with a style that is not classical but modern. And next I approach with my acoustic guitar. This is the first acoustic guitar I bought, and I started playing fingerstyle on this guitar.
Excuse me, can I interrupt you? It's signed. It's a signed guitar.
Yes, from John Gom.
From John Gom.
Yes,
Whoa.
I met John Gom in Torino this year. Yes, this year, about 1 year ago, and he signed my guitar, but it is one of my inspiration.
Yeah,
him
I can
like
say.
yeah, he's really incredible. Him like Michael Hedges, like Andy McKee, and all the new and contemporary fingerstyle school. And so I started playing the traditional fingerstyle like Leo Kottke, John Fay. And
Sorry, at which age you started all that, more or less?
7 years ago.
7 years ago.
Yes,
Wow.
like 7 years ago. I studied for 5 years on the classical guitar, and next I approached to the acoustic guitar.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice one. So you heard that music and you got inspired, and you
Yes.
just happened that you just started all this journey.
Yes, yes, and I have to say thank you to my master, because he let me know Don Ross. My first fingerstyle song that I heard was "Loaded Leather Moon" of Don Ross, and I remained impressioned by this song.
Oh, wow.
So I started.
But for our friends guitarists, tell me, which was the most difficult approach? Like when you started using your left hand or right hand during at the same time, all these percussive things.
The most difficult thing is to make melody, bass, and percussion all together.
Oh yeah,
Because with this style, I can use different instruments and different lines of instruments together. So I can play bass while I'm playing percussion, and next I play melody.
Yeah.
So the most difficult part is to match them together.
Of course, of course. So let's start to listen to some music live from you now. So do you want to introduce the song you're going to play for us?
Yes, this song is from Andy McKee. The name of the song is "Drifting." It's one of the songs that I prefer of this style, because I can see exactly what it means playing different instruments together, because I have bass line, percussion, and next melody.
Oh yeah, gotcha.
And this is drifting from Andy McKee.
Okay, good luck. Yeah, well done, Simone. Very well done. Very lovely track. Can I ask you, you changed something on the arrangement?
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
A little bit. Some type of percussion is
Yeah.
like this one,
Yeah.
but the melody is the same.
Okay, cool. So I read on your presentation, and I can see you use different tuning on your guitar for your music, and you also wrote that you experiment in new sounds. So in your compositions, there is any particular tuning? Again, I'm talking for our friends guitarists.
Yeah.
Any particular tuning more suitable for the tapping percussive technique, or if there is something you can suggest, or you can give some advice to people who are approaching this kind of technique?
Yes, I think that if one guitarist want to start to approach alternative tunings, can start from DATGAD. I think that DATGAD is the first. It's my first alternative tunings that I've studied.
DATGAD.
Yes, because it's D sus4. It's a particular chord that is not minor and not major, so can become so happy and so darker at the same time.
So you can use different melodies on top. I know. So it's because we don't have the third that gives the character.
Yes. And I think that every musician have to discover his own alternative tuning.
Yeah.
Because starting from the standard or DATGAD, they tune and retune the guitar to try to find a sound that likes to himself is the best things.
Absolutely, I agree. Absolutely. But so your suggestion is to use more open tuning like DATGAD or drop D, or
it depends on the style.
Depends.
Because drop D is very cool for Celtic music and Irish music.
Also DATGAD.
Also DATGAD. Yes, also DATGAD. And there are so many different tunings like open G tuning, used for bluegrass, for example. And in the next piece, in the next bit that I play after, I use a tuning from Antoine Dufour CD. So another thing that I do is to take other guitarists' open tuning and write new songs with them.
Okay, so you got inspired by their tuning and you write down other melodies with that particular tuning.
Yes, and in particular the tuning that I'm using is from Air Ground from Antoine Dufour. That is really a strange tuning, and it was inspired by listening that piece.
Okay, cool. So thank you very much. And do you want to introduce the next track? We are going to play a track from... it's a single track, I guess. It's not from your album, Simpatico.
Simpatico is before a single track. The next is from the album Why Not?
Ah, no, why not? Why
yes.
not? Why not?
Why not? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because for our English speaker listeners, why not with E on the brackets, because it can be mixed up with the notes.
Yeah.
Anyway, so do you want to introduce that?
Yes, this is a piece that I brought with Roberto Togliatto, another guitarist from Torino, for a theater show. So there was 2 years ago, we made Walking with Friends. It was a theater show that matched different musicians together, and every musician have 2 tracks to play, and we wrote Simpatico. It is called Simpatico because the first name was Allegro, but Allegro was the name of a time in music, so we decided to change it in Simpatico.
Yeah, and plus it's more the acoustic feel, we can say, because also, Allegro is more for classical kind of stuff. It's too classical, so we are more acoustic, a bit more rough, so let's say Simpatico. Okay, so the next track played by, we are going to play is Simpatico from Simone Dani and Roberto Togliatto. Wow, what a hand for this song. Just a turn. Anyway, Simone Dani, this was simpatico. Simone Dani is playing live in our studio here at Radio Kaos in Rome, and we are here with the Acoustic Roots until 5 o'clock. Simone will play another track soon, live, with his amazing signed guitar. Anyway, I want to ask you the last thing. I got your discography. You recorded an EP in 2016,
Yes.
2017, called 16th, 16, and in, if I'm not wrong, yes, in 2017, this track we just listened to, Simpatico,
Yes.
yeah, a single track, and another single track in 2017 called Naif, still with Roberto Togliatto, no? And in 2018, Why Not brackets E, Why Not, an album in collaboration always with Roberto Togliatto. So my question is about your next projects, what you're going to do, still in collaboration with Roberto or some solo albums this time?
I'm going to collaborate with Roberto for our next album, maybe next year. And I'm going to create a concept album about my city, about Torino, taking different stories and different feelings from my city and take it in a concept album to tell about my city to other person. And the next song will be in this album.
So you say that you go around, you are just you are inspired by some views or
Yes.
some happenings in Turin, and you compose a track related to a particular situation.
Yes, this track, the next track is related to a really particular situation that I'm going to tell.
You are going to tell.
Yes.
Okay, so your next project, the first one will be to record a new album, a concept album.
Yes, and next time collaborating with an Irish group.
Ah.
We make traditional music.
Oh, nice. I play traditional music as
Oh,
well.
yes.
What's the name? I know all of them.
The name
Come
is
on.
Barley Shakes. The name is.
Ballet Shakes, I don't know them.
No.
I'm sorry, but...
We started 2 months ago, so
Okay,
it's
no, I'm
really,
too old. So I'm too old. So you're playing in Turin with this
Yes,
Celtic-ish band.
And-
But you rearrange or just traditional stuff?
traditional stuff.
Ah, so
Yes,
traditional stuff, but with a bit of
Yes.
vibe,
Yeah. We are
modern
trying
vibe.
to make it. Yes.
And which instruments?
With violin, flute, and my guitar. We are
Okay, a trio.
trio. Yes.
You don't have percussion because you do
No,
percussion as well.
we don't have percussion.
But it's you, I mean.
But
you,
I can do both. Yeah, maybe
you can do both.
I play cajon too.
Oh, that's
but
great.
it's difficult to play together.
Well, you never know. I saw Amazing Man that they are
can
one
be in
band
the
man with everything on your head or I don't know, on your feet.
In the future, maybe.
Sorry, I tease
My
you.
mother hates me.
No, I'm sure she loves you. Anyway, so you do you want to introduce your next composition then?
Yes. My next composition is related to a video. It's now on YouTube. It's called Fenice.
Fenice.
Yes.
Okay.
It is related to a story that is from 2017, when a big fire. Come posso dire? A big fire is in Val di Susa.
Okay, happened there.
Yep, happened. Yes. And so many trees were burned, and I live near this.
So
this
you were
place.
scared.
Yes.
Also for
and-
your guitars, I mean, all wooden and expensive.
Yeah,
Excuse me,
also.
a bad joke.
Also, but not only, because I decided to write this piece to make sensibilization to
For these problems,
Yeah,
yeah,
for this
because
pro-
every
I don't
summer
know
we
what to
lose
say,
a
but-
lot
Yes,
of trees
yes.
and woods and
Yes.
everything is a big problem because they are mad people around.
yes.
And also, I mean, they try to get money with that. So there are
Yes.
people who are doing that on purpose. I'm sorry to say. So you want to sensibilize people about this problem.
Yes,
with this
and I
song.
made a video that and I go to the forest burn with watching me playing on the burnt forest and videos about the fire.
Oh, that's good. Send us the link when it will be ready. Okay, so the title of this track
is Fenice.
Fenice. Fenice, Simone Dani playing live here in studio. Wow. Thank you, Simone. That was amazing. Really, really good. And I'm always happy when I can listen live this acoustic music from a outstanding guitarist like you.
Really, thank you.
Thanks to you for, we have the pleasure to spend these 30 minutes together, really. Me and Gigi.
For me.
At least me and Gigi really enjoyed. Anyway, no, I'm joking. I'm sure that a lot of guitarists will write me, so this technique and these things, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, for my listeners, if you want to check for Simone Dani, you can find him on Facebook at Simone Dani artist page.
Yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong. On Instagram, Simone Dani.
Simon_Dani.
Ah, okay. Simon _Dani.
Because Simone Dani was not available, so
okay.
Simone Dani.
Okay. Spotify.
Yes.
Which is your name on Spotify?
Simone Dani.
Simone Dani. Bandcamp, Simone Dani.
Yes.
Okay,
Spotify,
and SoundCloud and YouTube.
Yes.
Okay, guys, support independent music, so buy the tracks from this amazing guitarist. And he has also a website that is a bit long, SimoneDani95, wixsite.com/music, rock and roll. Okay, Simone, thank you very much. Thank you very much, and hopefully see you soon.
Yes.
Okay?
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thanks a million. And thanks to Gigi for helping us. Okay, now we go on. We go on with a band, from Glasgow. I want to play a couple of tracks from this band, Imar. That Simone, maybe you know them if you play Celtic music. It's a 5-piece band, and all members are outstanding musicians already known in the folk circuits. They once sat together, and as they say, it just worked. But it's not only just worked. I think the result is great. It's just great. So we have Adam Brown on Boran, already known for the band Rura. Ryan Murphy from the band Marran, born in Cork, and he plays Hillian pipes, flute and whistle. Thomas Callister on fiddle, Adam Rhodes on bouzouki, both from the Isle of Man, and finally Glasgow native Mohsen Amini from the Talisk band on concertina. They won 9 All-Ireland and 8 All-Britain titles between all of them. With different backgrounds, but all joined with the love for traditional music, Irish music, despite only one of them was originally from Ireland. The result is very rich, eclectic, and I took a note about what Amini, the concertina player, said. He is an Anglo-Iranian Scot, and he quotes pianist composer Ludovico Einaudi and field composer Hans Zimmer as his key musical influences. So the first track I'm going to play from the album Afterlight is Happy Clappy Set.